What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the North America Park. Last we left off, we expanded the aquatic section as well as added in some more dinosaurs. And, yeah, I think this might be the final episode of the North America Park because we only have a handful of dinosaurs and creatures left. About 7 to be exact. Yeah, we've went through the majority of the creatures, and in today's episode, we're going to see if we can finish the park. So, let me just see what we have left. I've highlighted what we already have. So, the only ones we have left are Deinonychus, Dimetrodon, Elasmosaurus, Nodosaurus, Styxosaurus, Troodon, and Tylosaurus. So we only have 2 more aquatics to get through. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish off the aquatic section. So we're going to finish that off, and then we're going to finish off the other section. Alright, let's add in the... I'm thinking the Tylosaurs can go in the back. That's what I'm thinking. They can go in the back over here, and then maybe the what's it called? The Elasmosaurs can maybe go to the left or something. Or what we could do is this. We'll put the Elasmosaur over here, and then we'll put the Tylosaur on the other end. Alright, let's get the Elasmosaurs going. Oh, sorry, we have 3 more aquatics. We've got these, the Styxosaurs, and the Tylosaurs. So we got 3 more aquatics. Let's finish them off. We're going to have them all be in separate enclosures. Alright, so we got that. In the meantime, let's start working on the Styxosaur enclosure. So for the Styxosaurs, I'm thinking about, like, putting them over here. And that should be good. Let's decorate that with kelp. And yeah, we'll be finishing this park in today's episode. And, yeah, I'm excited to see how this turns out. And in the meantime, let's finish it off with the Tylosaur enclosure. So for the Tylosaurs, they can go in the back. And this will... That's not what I wanted at all. There we go. Alright, let's release the Elasmosaurs. Another Geosaur's about to die. That's fine. Or Geosternbergia even. Do these guys get a model update? Or were they always like that? It's been such a long time since I put Elasmosaurus into my park. Alright, that's Elasmosaurus done. Let's move this over to here. So then we can put the Styxosaurs in here. Now, yeah, again with aquatics, we don't really know because they lived in oceans. So you don't really know what continent they're from. Unless they, like, wash up on shore when they go extinct. I don't know. I mean, I am a prehistoric expert, but not to that extreme. I know my stuff when it comes to dinosaurs and whatever. Not so much the aquatic stuff, though. I should probably make another station in the meantime. Let me edit the monorail track. Have, like, another path go all the way to the aquatic scepter. I say scepter because of Garten of Banban. Oh my god, I've been playing too many mascot horror games. Alright, so the monorail's looking good, I would say. Alright, let's release the Styxosaurs, and then we can finally release the Tylosaurs. And then that'll be the entire aquatic section done. Alright, Tylosaurus is being crafted up. While we wait, let's start working on more of the land stuff. So what we could do next is work on the, what's it called, the Dimetrodon enclosure. We have this space here we could use. Alright, I want to make sure the Dimetrodons have enough space to roam around. There we go, we got a path going here. And then maybe Deinonychus can go in here, and then Nodosaurus can maybe go somewhere else. Alright, there's the T-Rexes. We don't want to throw them there. Alright, so that's enclosed, right? Yep, that's enclosed. So what we're going to do once we get, like... Alright, let's get a viewing gallery for, like, over here. And then maybe we'll get one for the other side once that's done. We'll get, like, some carnivore feeders. First, we'll get a viewing dome. There we go. That's Dimetrodon taken care of. Let's take care of this dead Geosternbergia over here. Alright, Tylosaurus is done incubating. Let's hatch that up. That's going to take a little bit. So let's check on the Dimetrodons. I think the Dimetrodons will be done a lot quicker. And then what we'll do is move the hatchery so then we can add in the Deinonychus. And we still got Troodon as well. I didn't even think of that. Alright, let's release Dimetrodon. Let's go. Oh yeah, and we also got Acrocanthosaurus. I forgot about that. Alright, let's move you out of the way. For now. So we could put another viewing gallery in here. Alright, so we did Dimetrodon, Deinonychus, Nodosaurus, Troodon, and Acrocanthosaurus. Those are the only ones we have left. So let's start with Deinonychus. And I have an idea where we're going to put the Acrocanthosaurus, maybe over here. I don't know. Alright, let's get Deinonychus in here. And now let's release the Tylosaurs. Because they've been waiting far too long. Far too long. And now that the aquatic section's done, we won't be needing this hatchery anymore. So we've got that. Alright, cool. So that's the aquatic section done. We'll keep the pterosaur incubator because of the automating thing. Alright, so Deinonychus should be almost ready. We'll throw that in. And then for the Acrocanthosaurus, I'm thinking about putting them next to the T-Rex. Or it next to the T-Rex. But it'll probably be just the one. Let's get a viewing platform going. Or a viewing gallery. Whatever you want to call it. And then from here, we'll put a bunch of forest in the back. So they at least have their privacy. Alright, and then we got water. And then that'll be the Acrocanthosaurus enclosure. Let's release the Deinonychus. Alright. We're finishing off the species as we speak. Let's get the Acrocanthosaurus in here. And then I think the only thing we have left is the Nodosaurus and the Troodon. Those are the only ones we have left. Nodosaurus and Troodon. Yeah, those are the only two we have left. So for Nodosaurus, we might have to throw them in by themselves. What's in here? Coelophysis. We might have to throw Nodosaurus in by themselves. And it will just be them. And then Troodon could be thrown in here as well. Alright, so we'll throw them in this little area. We'll have two small enclosures that are... One's Nodosaurus and the other is Troodon. And then that'll pretty much be the park finished. And then all I'll have to do is fill in the gaps with the emergency shelters, the bathrooms, the amenities. I'll do that on my spare time. Let's release the Acrocanthosaurus. The only other apex predator that will be living in this park. Alright, let's go ahead and move this hatchery over to here. And then this will be the Nodosaurus enclosure, our last herbivore. There we go. Nodosaurus is being thrown in. What do you guys like? Ground leaf. Alright, cool. We'll just fill this area with ground leaf. Whatever's not covered in forest. There we go. That's done. Let's release the Nodosaurs. And then we can move on to our final creature, the Troodon. Alright, that's Nodosaurus done. Let's release our final creature. And then that'll be every single creature in the American park. North American park. Next time we do this, we'll be moving on to South America. There we go. That's all the dinosaurs and species in the park. So now we can go ahead and delete this hatchery for good. And the park is pretty much complete. The only thing we need to do now is do the emergency shelters, bathrooms, and any amenities that they might need. But I'll do that on my spare time. But with that, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.